Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom be busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
All right, Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK, so out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. This is Thursday night scripture breakdown class. And before I start, do we got any questions in the classroom? Go ahead.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, about being like unclean, like, so when is it like when you not? I mean, like when, like, is that time? Like that time. Like for example, like if I was to go to a funeral today at 12, like right now, would I be clean or would I be clean tomorrow morning?
No, if you go to a funeral, you're not clean for 7 days. You ain't clean for 7 days.
So like some
It depends on what it is. So what specifically are you asking about? Or you just want a general answer?
yeah, like
If you touch a corpse, a dead body, a carcass, you go to a funeral, you in the vicinity of a dead body, that same room, you're unclean for 7 days.
okay,
But it's from sundown to sundown. So if it's during the day when it happened, then it's during the day 7 days from there. If it's during the night that it happened, then it's during the night 7 days from there, which means that 7th day, that morning, you still unclean. Until that night, then you clean.
so for some start that night and then
Go to the following night. It's 24 hours unclean. Because our days, give me pull up Genesis chapter 1 and verse 3. I think it's verse 3. Good.
So the 24 hours. So say, boom, it's in the morning time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do something to get unclean, and then at that night.
No, it depends on what it is. If you're unclean that morning, depend on what it is that you did. If you like, you lay with your woman, right? If you lay with your rib that morning, you clean at that night. But if it's that night, you unclean to the following night.
Yeah. That's why I just heard 24 hours. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But then I heard 24 hours at the accident.
Yeah, so like it's 24 hours if it's in the morning. I mean, if it's at night when it happened. You got 24 hours from that point to the next night at that same time. But go ahead.
Genesis 1 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw that light, that it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And God divided the light from the darkness and called the verse
Keep going.
5. And called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
Mm-hmm.
And in the evening and the morning was the first day.
See, it says the evening and the morning was the first day. So your days start off at night. They don't start when the sun is up. When the sun is up, that's the middle of the day. When the sun go back down, that's the end of the day. So your day starts at night when the sun go down. That's the beginning of a new day. And then it's from then to the next time the sun go back down, it's another day. That's when the new day starts. That's why if you, like the brother said, you do something, you live with your woman, or say she on her flower, right? And you touch her, you're unclean until the sun go down. Then you clean.
Okay.
You know, unless it happened at night. If she come on, say you and your rib sleep in the same bed together, right? And she come on her flower in the bed. Well, now you're unclean that night until the following night.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole 24-hour period.
Is
that your only question, though?
Yeah, that was my only question.
Why'd you ask it?
Because the funeral thing.
What about it?
Like I was just thinking about going to one.
You can go. You'll just be unclean for 7 days.
Yeah, I was trying to get the break.
But do you understand what that means, though, if you're unclean? What did you think that means?
Well, like unclean.
I mean, so what does that mean for you as far as being in here?
Like, just so you won't bring nothing around the other brothers?
I mean, that's why, but do you understand that means that you can't be here until you clean again?
Right, yeah.
Okay, as long as you understand that, that was the real bad thing I was getting at. Anybody else got any question? Everybody what? No questions online. If you got questions online, feel free to post them. All right. So let me see something real quick. Okay. Is anybody in here connected to the Wi-Fi?
Smart now, this is bad.
Yeah, it went choppy. Make sure that you're not connected to the Wi-Fi if you in here. All right, so the title of the class is Stay Humble, right? A lot of times we get in situations where we gain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We get a little bit of ability. We get a little bit better, a little bit healthier, a little bit stronger. Our situations get better. And in that process, we forget what it means to suffer, right? And while you're doing good, the Lord will send something your way to force you to make a choice. Are you going to acknowledge what He's sending you as a test and you going to pass that test, or are you going to fail that test? You know? And sometimes in your hardship, the Lord will send you a test to see if your humility is still there, even though things is hard, even though things is rough. Are you still going to be good? Are you still going to serve Him? Or are you going to fall weak to your flesh and your desires, and then that's going to be what guide your way? You know, we got to make a choice. Salaki. Give me the definition of humble. Like a shot for on you. You're reading tonight.
Come on.
Go ahead.
So I do have a quick question.
Go ahead.
All right. Say for instance, somebody asks you, like, why you don't deal with white women? Do you have to explain to every brother that asks why exactly we don't deal with white women?
You need to explain there. Ask every brother, why do they deal with white women? If you want a light skinned shorty, we got them too. You know, there's literally no reason to deal with white women other than the fact that they're easy. You know, and if that's what it is, then you just a brother that ain't got no game. You just weak. You slow. I mean, I can't help you there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, 'cause I say that because the brothers of my slave, they always ask me, right? Because
In that Salakia, wait. In that case, yes, you should answer that question. Because as a teacher, your job is to wake up the people. Regardless whether you in here and you wearing the uniform or you out there in the world and you wearing their uniform, you still a priest in the school, you know. So that's your chance to fish. You don't got to be like extra biblical or nothing like that, but just give them the black and white. You know, we don't deal with white women because look how many black women are suffering that need a good man. You gonna give all your riches to the white man's kids? You can attack that a billion angles without going to the Bible. But go ahead.
So like, this is the context. So normally I would do that, but these specific brothers, this is why I'm left out. They already have a wife and baby mother. Like these niggas cherish white women, and I'm like, bro, I shouldn't have to explain to no nigga exactly why I don't deal with white women, and I know you don't care anyway because you gonna deal with them regardless.
But they want to know. Your job is to teach our people. I mean, regardless of whether we know that the people when we go to camp, do we tell them that we're not gonna explain to them why doing drugs is bad? Do we tell them we're not gonna explain to them why we say that white Jesus ain't really Jesus? Why we call him Caesar Borgia? Because we know it, but they don't know it. Even though you know, they don't know. All they know is what they've been doing. They just been floating through life, listing lazily. You know what I'm saying? They just doing whatever they want to do. They don't got no structure. You know the truth. You know why we don't deal with white women, but they don't. All they know is she easy, and so I'm gonna deal with her. Now they got babies with them, and some of them married them, and they don't care. They don't think about the economics that come with dealing with white women. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as money, but as far as like I deal with this white woman, and if something happened to my people, she can't feel how I feel about that situation. My people are dying, and it hurt me, and I want to be mad and upset. And she like, well, they should just comply. That's what she's gonna say to you, and you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna smack the hell out of her. Go ahead.
That's kind of how I be answering. So I'm like, should I hit him with the scriptures? Should I hit him with the scriptures? What I'm saying?
No, man. So Paul said, give me are you holding that definition? Hold that. Pull up, Zabak, pull up where Paul said I became all things. No, you pull it up. Bro, I became all things to all men. Or no. You pull that up. I want you to pull up where Paul said you ought to be seasoned, how you talk to every man. Because all of it's saying the same thing. You don't have to pull up the Bible every time. You don't have to break out the scriptures every time you talk to a brother. But it is important that you explain these concepts on a baseline level, because them brothers in the world, just like we at camp, we don't know what they doing, what their life situation is. All we know is our job is to teach. Our job is to prophesy to the wind. Whether they hear it or not, it don't matter. The point is that we go out there and we tell people what they should do and what they shouldn't do. They don't know what they're doing with their life. They don't know what the right decision to make, what the wrong decision to make is. All they know is that they're trying to figure it out. But we in here have the answer. We know what they're supposed to be doing and what they're not supposed to be doing. And we know why they're supposed to be doing what they're doing and what they're not supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? We know the answer to it, but they don't. They don't need to know what the answer, that what they're supposed to be doing. All they need to understand is the why. You plant the seed of the why, then they're gonna start looking for the answer themselves. Whichever one of y'all got, whichever one I asked for, go ahead. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 22. To the weak became I as weak.
Paul said, I became weak to the people that's weak. Meaning the people that ain't got no real power, they ain't got no real strength. I made myself weak like them so that I could reach them. They can understand me and I could understand them. Go ahead.
That I might gain the weak.
So I could gain them. Keep going.
I am made all things to all men.
I'm all things to all men. So there's brothers that deal with white women. I'm not a brother that deal with white women, but I can understand where that brother's mind is and where he's coming from. I made myself able to be there with him mentally. So he's dealing with them because this is what he's been taught is okay. He's never been taught nothing against it. They easy to get. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to have no real game to deal with a white slut. They all sluts. They all whores. It's easy to get them. So if that's being the case, you don't got to work hard to get them. I understand that mindset. That makes perfect sense to a brother in the world who ain't got the morality that only deal with that broken black woman. Because black women hard to deal with. Being with a black woman is a challenge in 2026, especially if she done been through some things. It's on you to fix her. It's on you to help her be fixed. I won't say it's on you to fix her. It's on you to help her to get the counsel to be able to be fixed if she is willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make yourself able to understand where that brother come from so you can win that brother. And you got to be able to explain them things. Like I said, you don't got to give him the answer. You just got to give him the why. He'll look for the answer on his own. You just give him the reason why. And then he going to figure out on his own, well, dang, I really shouldn't be dealing with white women. All you give him is the reason. You just give him the answer. Zabak, you got that?
So like, I think I do.
Good.
1 Corinthians 9, verse 22, it say, to the weak became I as weak.
Which one?
That's what I just read.
That's what you just read. What I asked you for?
That's straight. All right.
What I asked him for? Was it the same one?
Be seasoned.
Be seasoned.
No, yeah. That's not it. That's not seed.
Yeah, pull that one. That's when
Seed.
maybe. No, I think that's in Colossians. I don't know. I forget. But it's the same. It's saying the exact same thing though.
Colossians 4,
I thought it was Colossians. Yeah, go ahead.
Colossians chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man.
You gotta know how to answer every man. You gotta be seasoned with salt. Some brothers they need a little bit more, so sometimes you do gotta pull out the scripture. Some of them really want to know, and then you give them the information. But the rest of them that don't really want to know, they just want like a baseline, like the brother you described. You just want a baseline answer. Like I said, you know he don't care. Your job ain't for him to care. Your job is for him to plant the seed. For you to plant the seed, rather. So you get the chance to teach the brother. You tell him, but you give it to him in a way that he can receive it. You gotta make it plain enough that he can understand what you're saying, right? Can I answer your question? You got that?
Kokan.
Go ahead.
This is the definition of humble. Having or showing moderate estimate of one's value or importance, not arrogant or self-important.
Is that it?
Or verse 2. I said verse slide. Of low social, administration, or political rank.
Well, that don't matter. But the first part is what's important, right? Is you knowing that you could be great, but you limit yourself in how great you perceive yourself to be, or you show yourself to be, right? That's humility, right? You know deep down, I could be doing better, I could be doing more. And you strive to do better and do more. But wow, when people see you on the outside, they see a man that's just trying to do what he can do, trying to do the best he can do. That's it. You don't brag and you don't boast, right? You do what you can. And a lot of times in life, it don't work out that way for us. We start to get a little bit of elevation, we get a little bit of motion, and we forget. They say all the time, you forget where you come from. You know what I'm saying? We forget what it meant to be without that motion that we have now. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to Numbers chapter 16, verse 1. We're going to read that. Because the Lord will put you in position where you can do great things. But somewhere along the line, you know what I'm saying, in that greatness, you lose sight of what he had planned for you. You lose sight of who you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to be. Right? Go ahead, read it when you got it.
I said number 16 and 1.
Mm-hmm. We're going to read the whole chapter.
Kokan.
The important part.
16 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now Korah, the son of Kishar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan at
Salakia, go ahead.
Somebody has a question in the chat.
Oh, what's the question?
Like Barack Obama wants to break down Proverbs 17 and 18.
Proverbs 17 and 18. Let's go to Proverbs 17 and 18 right quick.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 18. A man void of understanding striketh hands,
Mm-hmm.
and becomes surety in the presence of his friend.
A man that's void of understanding, strike of hands. What do y'all think that means? I want y'all to try. What do y'all think it means? A man void of understanding, strike of hands. Good.
I think that mean like if somebody can't grasp a concept, like the first thing they do is like try to fight about it. Like like if like somebody losing the game or something, like he can't like understand like then it's just a game. So he like, I bet I can fight you though, and trying to like fight.
Nope. Somebody else want to try? A man void of understanding, strike of hands, and become of surety in the presence of his friends. So when it say strike hands, right? What do y'all, other than you, because you already told me your answer, what do y'all think the striking of hands means? Go ahead.
Thinking he was like fighting.
No, it's not fighting. Go ahead, Uncle Chuck.
So I think it's like I'm saying like striking hands like men and boy. Hold on, so like come back.
A man void of understanding, strike of hands. Go ahead.
Maybe like a handshake or agreement.
That's it. A man that's void of understanding, he'll make a handshake, making an agreement, right? He'll shake your hands and be completely void of understanding. But the next part explains it. It says, and he becomes surety in the presence of his friends. What is that talking about? So let's say, right? Let's say, let me give you an example. Knock out, let's say you want this bottle of water from me, right? That's not a good example. Let's say you want to sell bottles of water, right? And I say, look, just listen. I'm gonna come up with a game plan, right? It's gonna work. You just follow my game plan. We're gonna be good. And then, you know what I'm saying, I reach out for you to shake my hand, right? That's the deal. And it says, and become a surety in the presence of his friends. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a fool. I'm boasting, but I'm assured you think I know what I'm talking about because you my friend. I'm in your presence. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm bragging and boasting on myself, even though I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm giving you false hope. I'm a surety in the presence of my friends. You get what I'm saying? Is that a good enough example for y'all to understand what I'm saying?
I don't know. So like, say it again. You said you're assuring. You're just assuring.
No, so even though I don't know what I'm talking about, right? You don't know that I don't know what I'm talking about, but you're my friend. I'm making myself look like I'm sure about what I'm talking about to you, and I know you're gonna believe it because you're my friend. That's why it says he's a surety in the presence of his friends. We striking hands, we making good deals and everything in your mind, but in the reality, I may not know what I'm talking about. I might not be where I'm supposed to be. I might not be on the right track, but you believe that I am because we striking hands because you're my friend. You believe it. It's a person who uses his position, excuse me, in his relationships with people to his advantage to manipulate them intentionally or unintentionally, because sometimes it is unintentional, but that's how it go. But does it make sense? Okay. Is that it? Let's say frustration. Nah.
You answer both questions.
Oh, almost saying Christ. Yeah, the striking the hands is making the deal, shaking the hand. And the answer to it, like I said, is the following part where it says, becometh surety. It says they strike hands and becometh surety in the presence of his friends. Right? But let's go back. What was we?
Number 16:1.
Let's go back to Numbers.
Compound.
You can skip that. The point of Numbers 16:1 was about the lineage of Korah. So keep going. Verse 2.
Compound. And verse 2. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 priests of the assembly, famous in the congregation of men of renown. Verse 3. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them.
Keep going.
Wherefore then live ye up yourself above the congregation of the Lord.
So now they're accusing, Korah and his men are accusing Moses of bragging and boasting and making themselves greater than the rest of all of Israel, him and Aaron, greater than all of Israel, saying the Lord dealing with all of us. He's with all of us. He ain't just with you. You take too much onto yourself. What kind of man would say that to you? It's an easy answer. A hater, exactly. He's a damn hater. He's a brother who thinks that you doing too much. You doing too much better than me. Why you think the Lord dealing with you, but he ain't dealing with us? He in the midst of all of us. He ain't just with you. We Israelites too. We sons of Levi too. Because Korah's a Levite as well. Right?
Cool.
And the high priest lineage is all the lineage of Aaron. It's not even the lineage of Moses. But he talking to Moses, like, what makes you better than the rest of us Levites? You know? Keep going.
Okay. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face, and he spake unto Korah.
Why do you think Moses fell on his face for? What was the point of Moses falling on his face? After imagine, I know who you are, I know what you be doing, and I'm coming to you and telling you that, brother, you taking too much on you. You making yourself bigger than what you need to be. I could be helping you. All of us are Levites as well. We could be helping you. All of us are Israelites, so all of us could be helping you. But you thinking you better than all of us. And then you just fall on your face. Why you fall on your face for? Why do y'all think that Moses fell on his face? Good.
Yeah, that nigga messed up saying that.
Yeah, exactly. He knew exactly what was about to happen. The Lord finna kill this nigga. He knew. He was like, Lord be with you, brother. And he really was what he was doing in that moment, though. He was praying for the brother. He was praying for the brother to shut his mouth, repent, because he knew that the Lord wasn't playing. The Lord has a plan. This is the plan. We follow the plan, black and white. The Lord don't take, there ain't no gray area with the Most High. It's A and it's B. This is the order, and this is what we're going to do. And we all soldiers. We follow the orders. That's it. There ain't no question in the order. If a brother got rank over you, so what? That's what the order was. He's in position to do this. You might be in position over countless more brothers. He just over position over you. But now you think that makes him greater than you. You forget how great that you are. You still a child of Israel. Them brothers is Levites. They damn near, at that point in time, they damn near was better than all of us. But he just needed to be the number one. He had to be Moses. Keep reading.
Come on. And he spake unto Korah and to all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his and who is holy.
So he said tomorrow the Most High gonna show who he with and who he ain't with. He gonna show who's separate from all the rest of everybody in Israel and who ain't. Because he told him. He said, you take too much onto yourself, Moses. You make yourself too big. You need to share this work with the rest of us. All this responsibility with the rest of us. That's what he told him. And Moses said, all right, well, the Lord gonna show you. He gonna show us both who he with. Good.
Come. And will cause him to come near unto him. Even him who he have chosen will he cause to come near him unto him. Verse 6. This do. Take your censer, Korah, and all his company.
So he said, grab your censers. A censer is this. We had one up here. It's gone. I don't know what happened to it, but it was on a stick. But it's this on a chain on a stick, right? And it's just burning incense throughout the whole room, right? Swinging is burning incense. It's this. Keep going.
And put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord do choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi.
Moses said, you take too much upon yourselves, you sons of Levi. The Lord gave y'all responsibility. Y'all responsibility as the sons of Levi is all the work of being a son of Levi. Do y'all know why the sons of Levi is so important in Numbers? It's okay if you don't. I didn't know. Good.
Was Levi the only priest?
They are the only priests, yes. But do you know why? Why they were the chosen priesthood.
They're the only ones that have an inheritance.
But do you know why? The reason why they don't have an inheritance is because they were chosen for the priesthood. But why were they specifically chosen for the priesthood? How come the Judites couldn't be priests? How come what's his name? Caleb? I think Caleb was a Judite. Yeah, he's a Kenzanite, and the Kenzanites are sons of Judah. So yeah. So Caleb was a Judite. How come he couldn't be a priest? Why did the torch pass down to Joshua instead of Caleb? Well, that's not important. The important question though is why come the Levites are the chosen priests? Do y'all not know? Find me where they built the was that it? Yeah, where they built the golden calf. And then it's way later in the chapter when the Lord said, "Who will stand with me?" I think that's where it is. Let me see. Let me look it up. Is it Exodus? No, that's not it. I thought it was in Numbers. It might be in Exodus.
It's Exodus 32 and 26.
Go to it.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 26. Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side?
So that was the question. Who is on the Lord's side? Who is going to choose the Most High? If I'm not mistaken, this is with the golden calf, right?
Yeah.
Right. So this is after Moses come back down from the mountain, and they had built the golden calf, and they was worshiping it, calling it the Most High and everything like that, whatever. And the Lord said that He was going to destroy all of Israel and start over with Moses' seed, because all the niggas was wicked. Instead of doing that, He had mercy on Israel because because Moses begged him not to do that. So He sent Moses back down the mountain to determine who's going to stand with the Most High. Keep reading.
Let him come unto me, and all the sons of Levi gather themselves together unto him.
That's why the sons of Levi are the priests. I think it says that. Keep reading.
Verse 27. And he said unto them, thus said the Lord God of Israel, every man his sword by his side. Shall I put every man his sword by his side and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor.
So it's every brother who had anything to do with this golden calf. They all got put to death by the Levites, because the Levites said that they were going to stand with the Lord. They became His chosen, the chosen seed of the priests. Keep going.
Verse 28. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men.
They killed 3,000 brothers because all 3,000 of them brothers had something to do with the worshiping of this golden calf. Right. But all of that stems from the fact that brothers wasn't humble. Brothers was great. They was glorious. That's why I was saying earlier, to go back to Numbers.
Cool.
But that's what I was saying earlier about the brothers being the sons of Levi. That was the greatest glory that you could have in the desert. You're the connection to the Most High. When we get to the land, y'all brothers ain't gonna have y'all own land, but y'all gonna be free to stay in anybody's land. Having you in their land is gonna be a blessing in their land, because now you there to be the connection to the connection to the Most High. Go ahead, read that.
And Moses said unto Korah, Hear, I pray you, ye sons of Levi. Seemeth,
Salaki, what verse you in?
verse 9,
Go ahead.
seemeth it but a small thing unto you that the God of Israel hath separated you.
Salaki, go back. Go back. One more verse.
Come on, verse 8.
Yeah, Salaki, verse 8. Go ahead.
Come on. And Moses said unto Korah, Hear, I pray you, ye sons of Levi.
You see, he made it a point to tell them, I'm talking to y'all sons of Levi. I'm not talking to the rest of Israel, regular Israelites. Y'all the priests. Y'all are the sons of Levi. When we make it to the land, we're in the wilderness at this point in the story. When we make it to the land, y'all gonna be leaders. Y'all gonna be the ones that people come to for their whole spirituality, how to keep the law, how to make atonement for their sins, how to keep the high holy days. Y'all gonna be like kings in these lands. Y'all are the sons of Levi. That's supposed to be enough. But keep reading.
So seemeth it but a small thing unto you that the God of Israel have separated you from the congregation of Israel.
You see, the Most High separated them. Y'all supposed to be the greatest of the great amongst all. We all great, but y'all the greatest of the great. And next to the sons of Aaron, y'all the best people in the world. The sons of Aaron are the high priests. That's the lineage of the high priests of Israel. But outside of them, y'all all still Levites. What y'all need my position for? My job is just to get us there. The Lord dealing with me directly, and y'all mad because right now y'all don't have the glory that y'all can get when y'all there. The same glory that Moses got is the exact same glory that the Levites ended up having, no matter where they went in the land of Israel. But they weren't humble. They wanted more. They wanted they want that glory and that power right then and right there. Right? Keep going.
Kokan. To bring you near to himself to do the service of the tabernacles of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And to stand before the congregation to minister unto them.
To do the work of the Lord. It's a glorious honor to be able to do this job. But this job wasn't always available to all of us tribes. It was initially only available to the sons of Levi, led by the sons of Aaron, who were all Levites. But them brothers, that wasn't enough. That glory wasn't enough glory for them. They needed more. They needed immediate glory right here, right now. They wanted to be like my grandfather walked through this desert and walked our people through alongside Moses. They want their names to be written down as well, instead of just being brothers that followed Moses and their lineage lived on and didn't get unalive like the rest of everybody in Israel. Looks like, because that's what happened. Nobody in the generation that walked out of Egypt made it to the land of Israel except for Caleb and Joshua. All the rest of them died in the wilderness. And Caleb and Joshua had to suffer walking through the wilderness while all the rest of these old heads who was disobedient to the Most High complained. And they just had to keep walking. They let their next generation suffer, their future suffer, because they own hubris, because they own pride, because they wanted more, and they lack of humility. Keep reading.
Kokan. And he hath brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee, and seek ye the priesthood also.
He said, the Lord that made y'all great already. Y'all was born Levites. Y'all his chosen people of the chosen people. And y'all want the priesthood as well, the work that I'm doing as well. Keep going.
Kokan. For which come both thou are all thy company are gathered together against the Lord. And what is Aaron? That ye murmur against him.
He said, what is Aaron that you murmuring against him? Why are you talking about Aaron for? Your problem is with me. I'm the one who the Lord is with. I'm the one giving out orders where we're going to go, giving the command of which way we're going to walk. Your problem is with me. Why you talking about Aaron for? That's what he's asking. Keep going.
And Moses to call Dathan and Abraham, the sons of
Eliab,
which said, we will not come up. It is a small thing that thou hast brought us out of the land that flow with milk and honey.
That flows with milk and honey. They said it's a small thing that you brought us out of the land that flow with milk and honey. Where are they talking about? Where did Moses lead them out of? Y'all know where no, hold on, no. Y'all know where Moses led them out of? What? Zabak, give me Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 6. I think it's 5. It's either 5 or 6. Yeah, give me verse 5. Go ahead.
Chapter 26.
23.
A lot.
In verse 5. This is crazy. Y'all don't know where Moses led the Israelites out of?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Zabak.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Is the what?
Lord's Passover.
What is the Passover about? I'm really talking to you, Nakashoff. You don't know what the Passover is about? Oh, we. All right. The Passover is about how the Most High brought us out of Egypt. We were slaves in Egypt. And the Lord saw fit to bring us out of there. He used Moses to do it. We celebrate the Passover because during the Passover, the Most High killed our enemies, killed the whole firstborn of everything in our enemy's land. The babies, the men, the women, the cows, the sheep, the goats, the pigs, every animal, everything, the firstborn of everything was put to death so that we could live and gave us freedom from our oppressor. That's important. If you don't know that, you need to know. How you going to the Passover and what the Passover about, Salaki? You got your hand up?
No.
But yeah, that's crazy. Let's go back to what was we in Numbers 16? Let's go back to number 16.
Okay.
What verse we at?
We in 14.
Go ahead.
Wait, so long.
13.
No, we're 13.
Read it again.
Okay. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us out of the land that floweth with milk and honey?
So let me ask you, is it a small thing that the Lord brought us up out the land that flowed for milk and honey?
No.
That's the land that flowed with milk and honey?
Mm.
So he didn't. But this is what Korah is asking Moses. Keep going.
Come on. To kill us in the wilderness.
He said that the Lord brought us out of the land that flowed with milk and honey, meaning he brought us out of Egypt where we was slaves. Slaves. Being oppressed. He brought us out of proxy. Good night. You feel me? Salaki. He brought us out of the land of Egypt where we were slaves to the wilderness to kill us. This is what Korah is saying. That lack of humility got him questioning the Most High God now. Instead of acknowledging the fact that, yeah, we walking and we suffering and we got to get all this wickedness from amongst us before we get to a safe land where we can actually see the land of milk and honey, he's complaining that the Lord making them suffer in that wilderness. He'd rather be a slave. That's niggas in America. I can't eat pork no more. I can't get lineups. I can't get a fade no more. No, you can't. Because the Lord said you can't do it. Well, it's a small thing. You think it's a large thing to not be able to get lineups no more? You think it's a large thing not to be able to have sex with white women? It's a small thing. It's a small thing you got to sacrifice, give up. To please God, it's a small thing to have the kingdom later on. We don't do this for free. We're not in here for nothing. We're here to wake our people up, yeah, but we all ultimately doing it for a reward. The work you put in today is going to determine your place in the kingdom later on in the future. Lord willing. That's why we do it. But you keep reading. He said, you think it's of course, you think it's a small thing that thou hast brought us out of the land that flowed for milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness. Keep reading.
Okay. Except thou makest thyself altogether a prince over us.
And you making yourself a prince over all of us? We all Israelites. What make you special, nigga? That's what Moses, that's what Korah is questioning. He didn't appreciate the position that the Lord put him in. Korah was one of the Levite brothers who was a head over a whole family of Levites. He had power amongst the Israelites. He didn't have the power that Moses had or the power that Aaron had. And that wasn't enough for him. Keep going.
Okay. Moreover, thou hast not brought us into the land that floweth with milk and honey.
Now he's saying that you done brought us out here And we still ain't in that land that you promised that we're gonna be in. We've been out here walking. Keep going.
Lord giving us inheritance of fields and vineyards.
The things that you promised the Lord said was gonna give us, we ain't got it yet, but you making yourself king over us. Keep going.
Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? Will we not come up?
Mm-hmm.
And Moses was very wroth, and said unto the Lord, restrict not thou their offering.
Moses said, man, these niggas is tripping, dog. I done went out my way, pleaded with the Most High, had the Most High low-key yelling at me and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to do better, to step it up and not make excuses. He done put my brother Aaron in front of me to be my voice because I'm not good at speaking. So he done made Aaron my voice to speak to these people. And these niggas got the nerve to chastise me after I went out my way to free y'all from, to pull y'all out of Egypt, to deal with Pharaoh and his magicians. No sweat. He went to the Lord and he said, don't respect their wishes. Don't respect their prayers, Lord. They ain't really with you. Keep going.
I have not taken one ass from them.
I ain't took nothing from them. Keep going.
Neither have I hurt one of them.
I ain't done nothing to these brothers, and they don't appreciate what I've done for them. They don't appreciate what you've allowed me to be able to do for them. Moses wasn't big-headed at this time. But Moses, that's another example of what we're talking about tonight, matter of fact, about being humble. But we ain't gonna get into that right now. But Moses, at this moment, what he's talking about right here, he was all the way legit. He served the Lord. He did what the Lord told him to do, and that was it. And the brothers didn't appreciate that because they wanted the glory for themselves. Give me that where Paul said men go about establishing their own righteousness. And Nakashaf, give me where Paul said our righteousness. I think it was Paul that said it, but our righteousness is like filthy rags. Because that's what the truth is. That's what Korah didn't see. He didn't appreciate the fact that all of our righteousness, all the work that we do, it don't mean that we great. It don't mean that we better than no other brother. We just got a better shot at the kingdom than other brothers. But our job is to be a guide and light to people. And whatever position the Lord puts you in, that's where you're supposed to be. And when you get moved to a better position, then that's where you're supposed to be. If you get dropped down in rank to a different position, that's where you're supposed to be. Your work gonna get you where you need to go. Your job is just to do the work and don't question none of it. You got one of y'all got that? Go ahead.
All right, this Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as unclean things.
We all unclean things. That's what Korah was trying to do. He set out to establish his own righteousness, right? But we all unclean things. Keep going.
And our righteousness are as filthy rags.
By doing our own thing, trying to establish our own righteousness, make our own way, it ain't nothing but a filthy rag to the Lord. Why is it a filthy rag to the Lord? Why do y'all think? I don't know any answer. I want to know. I want an answer from you, brother. Why do you, Nakashaf, think that our filthy rag, our righteousness is a filthy rag to the Most High? It's okay to be wrong, but you have to try.
I think that because our righteousness as a filthy rag to the Lord is because it's something that we're supposed to do.
What is the thing we're supposed to do?
Follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
And so why is our righteousness a filthy rag?
Because it's like what we think is right, like sometimes what we think is right ain't right.
Give him a hand. That's what I wanted. Give him a hand. That's what I wanted. You see what happened when you try it? You might be right. You feel me? But that's what it is. We establish our own righteousness, and it ain't what the Most High commanded. It's what we feel like we want to do right here, right now. You could be following the law perfectly, but be doing something completely wicked sometimes on the side. Then your righteousness is a rag, because it's not what the Most High would have you do. It's righteousness when you want to do it. It's a rag. It's a filthy rag. You got that, Kanaki? Good.
The book of Romans chapter 10, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For they've been ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
They have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of God. That's what that verse in Isaiah was talking about. They established their own righteousness, but that righteousness is a filthy rag. They're doing what they want to do instead of doing what the Most High wants them to do. And that's the situation with Korah. and all the men that was following him. They thought that, well, the Lord with us, we Levites, just like Moses is. This ain't the seed of Aaron we're talking about. This is Aaron's brother Moses. He's just another Levite like the rest of us, are all just Levites. So if the Lord with you, he with us. How come we don't get the same glory that you get? They sought out to establish their own righteousness, their own glory, instead of seeking the glory that the Most High intended for them to have. Their jobs as Levites was supposed to be leaders in the community along this long stretch, right? This long walk we got to make to the kingdom of heaven. Not the kingdom of heaven, but to the kingdom. We got a long walk to go. We got to train up our people and fix our people because we was in a slave mentality while we was in Egypt. So our people got to be fixed and taught how to serve the Most High the right way. That's what the whole book of Leviticus is about. You get to Numbers. Now we didn't been given the law. Now we got to start living it, start keeping it. And instead of doing that, instead of being a leader in the community like they're supposed to be, they chose to be selfish and seek after their own personal gain, be it glory, gold, whatever, the wealth, whatever, influence. It didn't matter what that thing was. The point is that they wanted it for themselves instead of wanting it for the Most High. If they wanted it for the Most High, they would have already had it. They're sons of Levi. Korah is a well-known name amongst Levi right then. That's why you had men that followed him to go and confront Aaron and Moses. But instead of doing the job that they was told to do, he sought more. He wanted more, and it led to his destruction. We're going to read about it. Keep going in Numbers.
And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Take every man his census and put instant in it. Come on.
Keep going.
Every man his 250 census. Thou also and Aaron each one of you his census.
Mm-hmm.
And they took every man his census and put fire in it, and laid incense thereof, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron.
So imagine me standing right there in front of the door, and I got a censer like this. It's on a stick with a chain, and it's just hanging. And we standing here. We right here. We ready to battle. Keep going.
And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the doors of the tabernacles of the congregation. And the glory of the Lord appeared to all the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I might consume them in a moment.
So Moses already knew. That's why Moses fell on his face. Y'all was right with that answer. This is why Moses fell on his face, because he knew that the Lord wasn't with these people. He wasn't with these brothers. All Moses is paddling on and talking to these men was an attempt to give them the chance to repent, because he knew what was coming. The Lord's going to destroy these men for coming up against him. Why? Because Moses was the Lord's anointed. Keep reading.
And they fell upon their faces and said, God, the God of spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation?
So now all of Israel is like, you going to kill us all because of them niggas? Keep going.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him.
Mm-hmm.
And he spoke unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men.
Moses said, look, all right, so I know who the Lord with. Y'all need to leave. Get away from them. Get away from their tents, because something real bad is finna happen to them. Our job as priests is to warn the people. If we know a brother is out here selling dope, we're going to condemn the fact that he's selling that dope, but we also going to tell the people that be around him that they need to get away from him and stop dealing with him. Why? Because something real bad is coming his way, and you might get hit up with that. You might just be in the house and he get ready. You going to jail too. You an accessory. You ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But you know what white people want to do? They want to boost their conviction rates. So that means you about to go down for something you ain't got nothing to do with at all. You don't know nothing. Or you're going to go to jail, you're going to snitch, and then now you're going to have niggas on your back because they think you a snitch. Keep going.
Okay. and touch nothing of theirs,
Mm-hmm.
lest ye be consumed in all their sins.
Keep going.
27. So they got up from the tabernacles of Korah, Dathan, and Abraham,
Mm-hmm.
and every side. And Dathan and Abraham came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. And Moses,
Skip down to verse 31. verse 30, Slakia.
Kawakam. This is number 16 verse 30. But if the Lord maketh a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up
Mm-hmm.
with all of who pertain unto them, and they go down quick into a pit, they shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
And that was the point. That was the whole point of reading all of this, is that those men provoked the Most High. Instead of accepting that the Lord was with them already, they was hating on Moses. They wanted Moses' seat. They wanted to be to the Most High what Moses was to the Most High. I don't think they even cared about the Most High because they wouldn't provoke them. They wanted to be what Moses was to the people, a leader. Brother, you guys take him to go get him some water. It's about, or you know where the waters is? Take him to go get some water. Help him out. But they didn't appreciate the position that they was in. The Lord was with them already. They had great standing with the Most High, and they had power with the people. They just didn't have the power that Moses had, and that wasn't enough for them. They provoked the Lord to anger, and he swallowed them up. Keep going.
Okay. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of the speaking all these words, the ground clave asunder that was under them.
Keep going.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up,
Mm-hmm.
and their house,
and their houses. Keep going.
And the men that obtained into.
Now y'all know they was living in tents at this time, right? So when they say "and their houses," what do y'all think that means?
Oh, the whole family.
They whole family, not just the men. They wives, they kids, they goats, they whole house was swallowed up because them niggas went against the Most High. Just like in the book of Joshua. That's people talk about God is just love. He's merciful. The Most High is terrible. He's very terrible. And he's very, very aggressive. And he don't play no games. When he say he's not a God, when I say he's not a God of compromise, that's not a joke. It ain't, you don't gotta have nothing to do with nothing. That's why I was saying earlier, we go out to teach and we teach brothers to get away from that drug dealer, get away from that pimp. Don't be hanging out with that man, even at his crib. Because the police come in, they're gonna kick his door in, you going to jail too. That's this. Those people in his family ain't had nothing to do with what they got going. Korah is the man of that house. He lead that house. So if he come up against Moses, why the rest of his family get put to death? Because the Lord ain't playing. That's why. You better be right, because if you let your pride and your carnality get a hold to you, the Lord destroy more than just you. Your mama can get it, your brothers can get it, your sisters can get it, your babies can get it, your dog can get it, everything can get it. If you ain't right, don't make yourself bigger than what you're supposed to be. We got any questions before we continue? Everybody to what? Let's drop that. Let's go to where we at? Let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 1 and verse 1. Nah, man, do I really want to read all that? Yeah, let's go to 2 Samuel 1 and 1. Because there's a point to it. Read when you got it.
2 Samuel verse 1 and verse 1.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now it came to pass, after the death of Saul, when David was returned from the slaughter of the
Amalekites. Y'all know who the Amalekites are. Who are they?
Today's Jewish man.
Mm-hmm.
And David had abode 2 days in Ziklag.
Mm-hmm.
It came even to pass on the 3rd day that behold, a man came out of the camp from Saul with his clothes rent and the earth upon his head. And so it was when he came to David that he fell to the earth and did
obeisance. Now, to be obeisance is like to prostrate yourself, right? It's to kneel. right? This man, it's like it. He's one of the only men that came back from when they went to war. Saul went to war with the Amalekites. Saul's job was to kill the king of Amalek, right? But he didn't do it, and the Lord killed him for that, right? But this white man, this you're gonna read this eventually. You're gonna read it. This is a white man that came back because David had, or Saul at that time had white men in his army, right? So he came back and reported to David about what happened while he was out there. Keep reading.
So Con. And David said unto him, From whence cometh thou? And he said unto him, Out of the camp of Israel am I escaped.
Right. So he's saying that he ran from where Saul was at. Keep going.
And David said unto him, What's the matter?
So now David's asking him for a briefing. So what happened when I was out there? Keep going.
I pray you tell me. And he answered, that the people are fled from the town, and many people are fallen and dead.
Mm-hmm.
And Saul and Jonathan, his sons, are dead also.
Now he's saying that Saul and Jonathan both dead. Now for David, this ain't no light thing. Losing Jonathan, do y'all understand the dynamic of the relationship between David and Jonathan? No. Okay, go ahead.
Jonathan was like David's brother.
He was his brother. He said that the love of a woman, I'm paraphrasing, the love of a woman don't compare to the love between him and his brother. Do you understand what that means? What does that mean? Because people will try to battle you on that and say some all type of heinous things about David. So what do you think that means?
Brotherhood, they can show you that your brother is good. Come before you trying to get this woman.
It's a little bit deeper than that, but you're on the right track. It's about, so a woman will leave you if things hit the fan. Jonathan was there when David was on the run from his father. His father was trying to kill David, and Jonathan hid him away. Jonathan was on his brother's side. He never betrayed his father, but he never betrayed his brother. A woman gonna sell you out for her own personal gain. If it comes down to you and her, she gonna let you go. Good.
Then I get 20 years.
Oh, she sleeping with your friend, your brother. She might sleep with your daddy. And let your ass go away for too long. Oh, she opened her legs. Her quiver. What is that? Ecclesiasticus 7. Her quiver is open. Give me that. It's in the Apocrypha. Real quick. So like, we're gonna read about that woman. Because she ain't humble neither.
Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 26.
That's where it is, yeah.
Verse 12.
Good.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
She gonna open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. Keep going.
When he has found the fountain.
Like she done found the fountain. So imagine a woman in the desert, and she's been crawling, walking. Now she crawling. There ain't no water in sight. And she done found the fountain. Her mouth straight open, no questions asked. She don't even care. Mouth open. Keep going.
And drink of every water near her.
She gonna drink all the water. Keep going.
By every hedge will she sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And open her quiver.
She gonna open her quiver
against every arrow.
For every arrow. I mean, her mouth is open to receive anybody's water, and her legs is open to receive anybody's arrow. That's what we're describing. That's the woman we're talking about, right? It's gross, disgusting. But those women exist. Let you go to jail. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna come back out to, baby, I've been so good to you. I ain't mess with nobody. And then you go outside, just go take a walk down the street. Oh damn, bro. Where you came from Tisha house? Damn. So it was my turn. Oh wait. It's gonna really hurt your feelings though. You're gonna see your homeboy, your partner, that money on your books and everything while you was away. And he gonna pull up to your house, your baby mama house. And he ain't just been paying the bills. He told you that, but he been freaking on your woman. Let's go back to Samuel.
Okay. 2 Samuel chapter 1 verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And David said unto the young man that told him, how knowest thou that Saul and Jonathan, his son, be dead?
Now, how you know that my boy and his father done passed? How you know that, dog? How you run from there but made it here to be able to tell me that my partner and his father dead? Good.
So come. And the young man that told him said, as I happened by chance upon the mount Gilboa,
Mm-hmm.
behold, Saul leaned upon his spear, and lo, the chariots and the horsemen follow hard after him.
Right. So Paul was leaning on his spear, dying, and the men that was chasing him was following him. Keep going.
Okay. And when he looked behind him, he saw me and called unto me, and I answered, here I am.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto me, who art thou? And I answered him, I am an Amalekite.
This is a white man. Like I said, this is how you're going to find out that this is a white man. Right? Keep going.
Okay. He said unto me again, stand, I pray thee upon me and slay me, for anguish is come upon me, because my life is yet whole in me.
He said that Saul told him to kill him. It's a liar. That didn't happen. But keep reading.
Okay. So I stood upon him and slew him, because I was sure that he could not live after that he was fallen.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the crown that was upon his head, and the bracelet that was on his arm, and have brought them hither unto my Lord.
So he brought these things to David, thinking that he was going to get praise and glory from David, because, Saul was chasing David, trying to kill David. He was an enemy to David. But the scriptures, Christ said for us to love our enemies. That's what it's talking about. The way that David still loved Saul. You too, brother? You good? Cool. So, what I'm saying? Christ told us to love our enemies. So just like David, even though Saul was trying to kill him, he knew he was still his brother. He still loved him regardless. He could have killed him plenty of times, but he didn't, because he was still his brother. And he was the Lord's anointed. Keep going. And that's important.
Then David took hold of his clothes and ripped them.
And David ripped his clothes off. Keep going.
And likewise all the men that were with him.
Mm-hmm.
And they mourned.
They mourned. You see, they mourned and they wept. Again, because this was David's brother. Even though Saul was trying to kill David, David understood his position in the kingdom at the time. He was still the king of Israel. The Lord chose him. Even though the Lord eventually chose David, before the Lord chose David, he chose Saul. And Saul respected that because the Lord chose him. He was the Lord's anointed. The Lord was with him at one point until he took his spirit away. David didn't make himself bigger than what he was supposed to be. David's spirit was full-blown humble. He knew that the Lord was with his brother, and it wasn't his place to question, even though this brother being wicked, trying to kill me, is the Lord still with him? Nah. I know the Lord with me where he's with me at, and the Lord's with that brother like he with everybody else that's Israelites. Keep going.
And fast until evil for Saul and for Jonathan his son.
See, he fasted and mourned for Saul and for his brother Jonathan. Keep going.
And for the people of the Lord, and for the house of Israel, because they were fallen by the sword. And David said unto the young man that told him, Whence are thou? And he answered, I am the son of a stranger, an Amalekite.
Mm-hmm. So it's an Edomite. Keep going.
And David said unto him, How was thou not afraid to stretch for thy hand to destroy the Lord's anointed?
He said, how you have the nerve to even kill the Lord's anointed? Where in your mind do you think I was going to be okay with you coming and telling me that you killed my brother? That's what he's asking him. He could just shut up. He could just say, I brought back these things. Saul was dead. I know you're the new king of Israel, and I just wanted to, make sure that you got the crown that he had on his head and the gold bracelet that he had on his wrist. And that could have just been the end of it. But no, he had to make himself bigger than what he was. Yeah, I'm the nigga that killed your enemy. The nigga that was trying to kill you, I smoked him. This is Tommy from Power. This white man is Tommy from Power. He think he's him. He think he that nigga because he killed a nigga for his nigga. But that ain't it. You killed the wrong nigga. You ain't had no right to kill that man. even though he really didn't. He took the credit for it. But taking the credit for something that you ain't do, something that you don't deserve credit for, the Lord gonna deal with you. Even the Edomite. Keep reading.
And David said unto him, thy blood be upon thy head,
Mm-hmm.
for thy mouth has testified against thee.
You see, you just told on yourself. You told him you did what to the Lord's anointed? To my brother? All right. Now your blood is on your own hands. Keep going.
Still verse 15.
Oh.
Slack.
Yeah, read verse 15. Slack.
In front of the young men, and said, go here and fall upon him.
You said fall upon him. Put Guyba up. Get that nigga. Who the hell do you think he is? Touching the Lord's anointed. You want to brag and boast about how you killed my brother, right? All right, no sweat. You just told on yourself. Read the next verse.
Come on. And David said to him, thy blood be upon thy head, for thy mouth hath testified against thee.
You told on yourself, saying, keep going.
Saying, I have slain the Lord's anointed.
You saying you killed my brother. You should have told me that you killed my brother. To you, he was my enemy. That's what white supremacy don't understand. It's a lot of infighting amongst all of us. At the end of the day, we're supposed to still be brothers. Sometimes it might get a little physical and we got to just settle the dispute. It ain't supposed to be that way. But if you get that way, we still can be brothers at the end of the day. But with white people, they're going to fight and they're going to try to kill each other. And that's just it. And then they have what's called blood feuds. So if I lose this fight, my children going to fight your children for the rest of eternity. And your children going to fight my children for the rest of eternity. They had them little blood feuds. Keep going.
Okay. And David with this lamentation over Saul and over Jonathan, his son.
So that was it. That was the whole point, right? It's about being humble and learning to shut the hell up when the Lord puts you in a position that you could potentially prosper in. You could be in a good spot. Even if it ain't the spot you want to be in, it's still a good spot. And it's better than what's going to happen if you keep running your mouth. And that's what happened to him. I think his name was not Agag. I forget his name, but it don't matter. He was an Amalekite. He was an Edomite, and he got what he deserved, right? Now, real quick, I want to give credit to the brothers Kanakyad. Well, it's like in order. Darakia, Kanakyad, was Parak with y'all? And Parak, right? We went to Clarksville. And Clarksville, right? Those brothers did a good job, right? There was a sister that called and said that she needed help. Now, those brothers took it upon themselves to fill up a care package for her, make sure she got what she needed. You know what I'm saying? She called the shop, and the shop made sure that she got her money for her medication. And them brothers went and they took her the things that she needed and looked out for her, made sure she was all right? The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I'm in a situation myself, and I had to take a massive pay cut compared to what I'm used to making, right? And I was in the middle of complaining about it. I was on the phone talking to a friend of mine. I was in the middle of complaining about it. But while I was complaining about it, the sister called me. And I didn't have her number saved. I'm like, who the hell is this? And so I answered the phone. I'm like, hello? And she said, is this Officer Akar? I said, it is. Who is this? She said, this is Miss Latunda. I just wanted to give you a call and tell you that I'm doing okay. And I was thinking about you. I want to say thank you for you and your brothers having helped me out when I needed y'all. And that really put me in my place, man. That reminded me that I'm doing this. I'm taking that pay cut so that I can afford to be here to help my people. I could be back on the road making $3,000 a week. I could be making good money, hella money. But it will pull me from doing this. I couldn't be here to teach. I couldn't be here to help brothers grow. I couldn't be here to help brothers with counsel. I couldn't be here to do nothing. Give me that scripture that say, where thy treasure is, where thy heart is. What's the trade-off? Is it worth it? Is it worth to go get that bag now and not be here to help my brothers and sisters? Because let's say I wasn't here to help have set that all up so that those brothers could go out there and help that sister. She would have never got that help because I was on the road. Let's say Nishak tried to call somebody, but nobody was answering the phone. So she never would have got help. But because I was here, able to help her, you know what I'm saying, the things she needed done got done. This all happened while I was looking for work. I wasn't making no money. You know what I'm saying? And then the sister ended up calling yesterday while I was in the middle of complaining about the fact that, yeah, I done found a little job, but it ain't nothing compared to what I'm used to making. The Lord put me back in my place. He humbled me. Go ahead, read that.
Come. You want the verse before or just that?
You can read the verse before it too.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 20. So like I had to go 2 verses before.
Good.
Verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Don't look for the gain that you could have here in the earth. You know what I'm saying? If you in here, be in here for real. Let your treasure be in here. Don't look at what you can make out there. Excuse me. Extra money that you could put away. Of course, survive. I'm not saying don't survive. I'm not saying don't get ahead. But don't put that before being in here doing this work in here. Keep going.
Where moth and rust doeth corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Then where thieves break through and steal.
Because that stuff that you putting away for the world don't matter. It can go away and be gone and you just don't have it. But you'll have missed out on being in here. Keep going.
Verse 20. And lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven,
Mm-hmm.
where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt.
The things that you doing here, the work that you doing here, you helping people, that's something that nobody can take from you. That's something that can't be spent, that can't go away. The good deeds, the good alms that you do to help people, they gonna remember you. They gonna appreciate it. It may not be every single person, but the Lord remembers what you did for people. Keep going.
And where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Wherever your treasure is where your heart is going to be. If you ain't been paying your camp funds, if you ain't been putting your all into helping build up this school, make it better, fixing your situations with your family, fixing your situation with your brothers, fixing your situation with your sisters, if you ain't been doing that, that's where your heart is at. Your heart ain't in here. It's out there. If your treasure ain't in here, your treasure's supposed to be all them things I just mentioned that you're supposed to be working on fixing, making stuff smooth, making stuff right. And instead of choosing everything to be right, you're choosing to go make some money. Instead of choosing for everything to be right, instead of choosing to serve in the Most High, your treasure is out there getting to the bag, messing with them bras, making yourself better than what you were before, but not choosing to do it for the Most High. I go to the gym, the shop go to the gym, brothers go to the gym. The point of going to the gym ain't just for my own personal, so I want to look good. It is, but it's way past that. I'm a soldier. I want to be the best soldier I can be. So when one of y'all brothers call me and say, I need help, I can come and help you. If a sister say, I need help, this man been beating on me, I need to be strong and ready to beat the nigga that slack it. Be strong and be ready to defend our sister from the trouble that she's in. Right? I can't do that though if I'm busy caring about my own self. So I just wanted to bring that up, man. Y'all brother did an excellent thing, and it was a humbling experience for me. I got one more. Let's go to 1 Kings chapter 1 and verse 17. And we're gonna end it with this.
The First Kings.
Chapter 1 and verse 17.
This is 1 Kings chapter 1, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
As she said
Well,
to him.
wait, Salakia. Do we want to start there? No, that's not the right verse, Salakia. I think it's 2 Kings. 2 Kings chapter 1, verse 17. Nope. Damn. Give me 1 second, Salakia. Look, it's 1 Kings chapter 17 and verse verse 7.
Oh. This 1 Kings 17 and 1. I mean 7. Right. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. And the word of the Lord came unto him.
So we're reading about Elijah right here, right? Elijah was one of the Lord's prophets. He was one of, you know how the Christians will say, it wasn't nobody perfect but Christ? Elijah is an example of another brother who was perfect that wasn't Christ, right? The Lord was all the way with Elijah because Elijah was all the way with the Most High. He was so with the Most High. Do y'all know how Elijah died?
He got taken up in a chariot.
The Lord just took that nigga. He said, nah, they can't have you. Nigga. He just plucked him up out the earth. Come here, nigga. Because he was too righteous. He was too perfect. The world ain't ready for a nigga like you. They definitely ain't finna glorify your fucking, excuse my language, they ain't finna glorify your body. You know what I'm saying? You coming up out of here. So the Lord took him. His body died eventually. Wherever the Lord set him back down in the earth, he died, he decayed. But his spirit went back to the Most High. He didn't get to just die of natural causes or nothing. The Lord just took that nigga because he was perfect. He was a really, really perfect brother. There's not a single sin that you can call against the brother. And the Lord gave him all kind of spiritual power. Crazy spiritual power. But keep reading. Matter of fact, Elijah is one of the only brothers that brought somebody back from the dead. You know who the other person was? Christ. That's how powerful, how perfect Elijah's power was with the Most High. His faith in the Lord was so strong, he was able to bring a boy back to life. The only other person in the Bible that did that was Christ. But keep reading.
And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath.
Mm-hmm.
Which belongeth to Zidon,
Mm-hmm.
and dwell there.
It's like Zidon is a temple, is a land in the land of Ham. Keep going.
Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain me.
To sustain you. So this is a woman who's not got no husband, and she's supposed to be there to feed Elijah, right? Keep going.
So he arose and went to Zarephath. And when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray, a little water in the vessel that I may drink.
Now, this is a righteous brother. You see this sister gathering sticks. He ain't thinking nothing about her situation. The Lord said to go to her. I'm going to go to her. She's supposed to take care of me. I'm going to let her do her job. The Lord put her here for me. And that's what he told her. He said, go give me some. I see what you're doing. Go give me some water. Keep reading.
And she was going to fetch it.
Mm-hmm.
He called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thy hand.
He said, just bring me a piece of bread so I have something to eat. Keep going.
And she said, As the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake.
Do y'all understand what she means when she says, as the Lord God live? Y'all understand like what she's saying when she says that? It's like saying, I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, I ain't got nothing but a cake. I ain't got a single piece of cake. Keep going.
But a handful of meal in a barrel.
Mm-hmm. It's like imagine cornmeal. She got meal in a barrel. Keep going.
And a little oil in a cruse.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks that I might go and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die.
That they may eat it and what?
And die.
Not eat it and we won't die. Eat it so we can eat this last meal together and just die. This woman was poor. She didn't have literally nothing to feed her and her baby. Now she got her hands on a little bit of food that she can eat, have one little thing that tastes good before her and her son pass away because they're starving, literally starving, right? But the Lord sent her to feed Elijah. That food wasn't meant for her. It was meant for Elijah. Keep reading.
And Elijah said unto her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said,
Mm-hmm.
but make me thereof a little cake first,
Mm-hmm.
and bring it unto me. And after make for thee and for thy son.
Elijah said, shoot, I know you saying you ain't got but a little bit. Just make sure you feed me first. And then feed you and your son. That sound like an asshole, don't it? That sound like a selfish man, don't it? It sound bad. But it was for a purpose. It wasn't just about Elijah. It was ultimately, but it wasn't. It was about her too. It was a test of her faith as well. The Lord will bring you in situations where you get the choice to show the Lord that you're humble enough to accept whatever He's gonna put you through and be better at the end of it, or you're gonna complain and you're gonna make excuses and you're gonna fail the test, and the Lord's gonna just let whatever happened to you happen to you. That was the sister's test. It wasn't about Elijah. This was about her and her faith in the Most High. She didn't know the Lord had prepared none of this to happen, but the Lord definitely put her in this situation. We just read it. The Lord put her there to minister unto Elijah, to feed him. That was it. And this is a woman who ain't have nothing. She had every reason to right to be, every reason in the world to be prideful and say, no, this is my last for me and my baby. I'm not feeding you. I damn sure ain't feeding you before I feed us. He said, feed me first, and then you take care of y'all too. Keep going.
For this saith the Lord God of Israel, The barrel of meal shall not waste,
Mm-hmm.
neither shall the cruse of oil fail,
Right.
till the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth.
Keep going.
And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah. And she and he and her house did eat many days.
Now, this also proof that when I was asking earlier about the brother, when it said the brother's house got swallowed up, it ain't his literal tent. It was literally his house, his family, because it said she, he, and her house. Who else is in her house with her? Her son. So it's the whole family, right? But keep going. It said they did eat how many days?
Many.
They ate for many days. How were they able to eat for many days that little bit of food? Because that was the test. Go and feed Elijah. Come and feed me. Before you feed your kid, you feed the prophet of the Lord, the priest of the Lord. And she did that. She did what she was told to do. And the Lord took care of her. They ate many days. Keep going.
And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail.
What that's saying was, where it said they wasted not and the oil didn't fail, meaning it didn't run out. They had an infinite supply. Every time she went to go get some, it was some there. Keep going.
According to the word of the Lord, which spake by Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass, after these things, that the son of the woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick.
Now, the blessing that she received for that work, for having that faith, it wasn't about the food at all. Y'all about to see what the blessing was. Keep going.
And his sickness was so sore that there was no breath left in him.
So her son fell sick and passed. Keep going.
And she said unto Elijah, What have to do with thee?
What have I to do with thee?
Sorry. O thou man of God,
Mm-hmm.
art thou come into my house to call my sin to remember?
Read that again. That's not what that says.
Art thou come unto me to call my sin to remember,
Mm-hmm.
and to slay my son?
She asked Elijah, she said, did you come here to remind me of how I committed sins against the Most High and kill my baby? Because her son just died. So now she's asking Elijah, that's why you here? Keep going.
And he said unto her, Give me thy son.
Mm-hmm.
And he took him out of her bosom.
So imagine a mother sitting on the ground holding her son. He's dead. And she holding his corpse, his dead body. And Elijah said, give him to me. And he took her from her. Keep going.
And carried him up into a loft,
Mm-hmm.
where he abode, and laid him upon his own bed.
He put the brother on his bed. Keep going.
And he cried unto the Lord, and said, O Lord my God, hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with so our sojourn?
With whom I sojourn. Keep going.
By slaying her son.
So he said, did you bring evil upon this woman, this sister who took care of me, like you told her to, and killed her son? Keep going. Mm-hmm.
Crying to the Lord, and said, O Lord my God, I pray thee, let this child's soul come into him again.
And he prayed for the Most High to bring him back. A man who the Lord was really with. There wasn't no question about it. Nothing. The Lord was all the way with this brother. He said, Lord, bring this brother back, his body, his soul back to his body. He prayed for him. Why? Because the sister did what she was supposed to do. Even though she didn't have nothing, her humility outshined her poverty. So the Lord made sure that little bit of nothing that she had turned into a whole lot. They ate many days. And then her son passed. And that was the real reward for her faith. It wasn't about the food. It wasn't about the little bit of food that she had that turned into a lot. It was about the fact that her son had died. And the Lord brought her son back. Why? Because she was humble enough to serve instead of be greedy and selfish. Keep reading.
Okay. And the Lord heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul of the child came into him, and he revived.
And he revived. The Lord brought that brother back, man. But that's what happens when you got humility, when you serve the Most High God the way He tell you to serve Him. Great things happen. Sometimes while you're serving the Most High God the way you're supposed to serve Him, bad things still gonna happen to you. But what do? Do you give up? Do you let go of being humble and you make it about your suffering and you make it about yourself? Or do you serve God still and you stay humble? People are not supposed to see your affliction and it's supposed to turn them away from serving God. You serve God, but you struggling. That's what people gonna see and they're gonna think. Let them see it or let them think it. But you don't ever be that way. You serve God, you struggling, and even though you're struggling, you still serve God. Maybe you're struggling right now because the Lord needs to humble you so that He can make sure your spirit's still right with Him. Maybe you're struggling right now because you need to be struggling. Stuff ain't right now in your life because it don't need to be right. Right now, it's time for you to go through a test. Your only focus is passing the test. That's it. We got any more questions? Comments? Everybody to walk? And with that, I pass the class off to Trooper Nakashov. They turn the camera. Somebody.
All right. These are the ISUPK security announcements. We're the ISUPK started out of Northwest 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for any new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world. If any transportation is needed, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak. There's another 6 months which the brother and sister will quit each other. After this 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is the commandment, found in Numbers 18:21 or Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in Hebrew.
Ma'ashra.
10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the church department or teach. Priest fund, free offering for priests, not mandatory, whatever so amount you must like. Upholding convocation, Peace of Purim, March the 2nd through 3rd, Monday and Tuesday, found the Esther 9:20 and to 31. Remind, I check the bulletin boards in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we'll give 130 salute to the brothers. My Shabbat, Mike, Rock, classes,